We've all seen it. The evil villain has finally been foiled, but then they somehow manage to die in a completely ridiculous way. From falling in a vat of acid to being crushed by a piano. It's like the writers just couldn't resist coming up with the most absurd ways for their villains to meet their demise. And in the end, though we do want villains to be knocked out, but it needs to be equally jam-packed, right? Hey there, movie lovers! Today we're counting down the top 5 dumbest ways movie villains died. Now, these death scenes had us rolling our eyes, laughing out loud, and wondering if the filmmakers had run out of ideas. So grab some popcorn and get ready to be entertained as we count down the top 5 dumbest ways movie villains died. Number 5. The Nightmare on Elm Street 4. The Dream Master. The Nightmare on Elm Street series is known for its creative and gruesome death scenes, with Freddy Krueger usually the one doling out the pain. But in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, the tables are turned and Freddy is the one getting a taste of his own medicine. The movie starts with Freddy coming back from the dead after being killed in the previous movie, and he begins preying on people's souls and dishing out some good old-fashioned gory violence. However, the ending comes as a total curveball. Freddy is defeated by a nursery rhyme and some shards of stained glass. This act frees the souls he had captured, and in the process, Freddy is ripped to shreds. Number 4. Goldfinger. Goldfinger, the third entry in the iconic James Bond series, features one of the most unusual deaths of any Bond villain. This death belongs to the eponymous antagonist, Auric Goldfinger, who is played by Gert Frog. Goldfinger is a ruthless criminal mastermind who plots to contaminate the gold reserves at Fort Knox with a powerful laser beam. Bond, played by Sean Connery, is determined to foil Goldfinger's plan, and after a series of thrilling adventures, Bond succeeds in his mission. Goldfinger's response to Bond's success is to hijack the agent's plane in an attempt to escape. However, during the hijacking, a cabin window is accidentally shot open, resulting in the plane decompressing. Bond manages to cling to the plane for dear life, while Goldfinger is sucked out of the window and to his death. The death scene is both shocking and surreal, and it has become a source of comedic relief over the years, particularly due to the dated special effects. Number 3. The Matrix. Agent Smith is one of the most important and memorable characters in the Matrix trilogy. He is the perfect villain, a relentless agent of the system who is determined to keep the Matrix running and humans enslaved. Smith is an AI program, an artificial intelligence created by a rogue AI to protect the Matrix and maintain its control over humanity. He is a formidable opponent for Neo, the one who was prophesied to free humanity from the Matrix and return them to the real world. Although Smith is powerful and determined, Neo can beat him, thanks to his strength of will and unwavering belief in himself, and the power of love. At the end of the first Matrix movie, Neo dives into Smith and destroys him from the inside out. This is a powerful moment for fans of the Matrix and for Neo himself, as he has overcome a seemingly unbeatable foe. Number 2. The Wizard of Oz. The Wicked Witch of the West is one of the most iconic villains in cinema history, and her death in the classic movie, The Wizard of Oz, is one of the most memorable. The witch, aided by an army of monkeys, is a fearsome foe, and Dorothy must defeat her to make her way home to Kansas. The method of her demise is an odd one, as Dorothy simply throws a bucket of water on the witch, which causes her to melt. This bizarre ending may be a reference to the old European tradition of water trials, in which suspected witches were tossed into a river or lake to see if they would float or sink. If they floated, they were considered guilty of witchcraft and were punished accordingly. Her death is a bizarre one, but it is a fitting end for such a powerful and menacing figure. Number 1. Live and Let Die. The first time audiences saw Roger Moore as James Bond was in the 1973 film Live and Let Die. The movie sees Bond trying to foil the nefarious plans of Dr. Kananga, who is attempting to produce and distribute heroin. The film follows Bond as he uses his charming ways and quick thinking to battle a variety of villains and eventually take down Kananga. Along the way, Bond employs the help of a voodoo priestess called Solitaire and flirts with her using tarot cards. He also escapes certain death by jumping along the backs of alligators, and then later stuffs a compressed gas pellet into Kananga's mouth, causing the villain to explode. Moore's portrayal of 007 was more comedic than Connery's or Lazenby's, and the film was full of slapstick moments and silly gags. We've just taken a look at the top 5 dumbest ways movie villains died, and we're sure you're as disappointed as we were. From getting knocked off a cliff to falling through a trapdoor, it's hard to believe that these deaths could happen to some of the most powerful villains in film history. But hey, that's why these movies are so great. They keep us guessing. We hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.